Welcome back to the Softest Fantasy Football Show. It's Corbin and Calvin.
So
How was your week 2, Corbin?
I crushed it. I won 9 out of 11 leagues. I
Wow.
lost to my wife,
Sheesh.
embarrassingly, and I lost last night because Nick Chubb decided to have his uh, kneecap explode, and I lost that by half a point.
Yeah, I think that was more of the guy throwing his face into his
Yeah,
knee.
think of Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. That was. They wouldn't even show the replay. They were like, this
Right.
looks. We can't show it from the other side because it's so bad looking. And it's like,
Yeah. Yep.
yikes, he's done.
Right.
My
That
week 2
is.
was bad. I think I won like 2 or 3 of my 10 leagues.
Ooh.
Week 1,
Who
I
was your
won
big
7.
losers?
Um, what were my big losers? Not a lot of like. The biggest thing was I picked up Puka Nakua in a lot of leagues and
Yep.
only played him
Didn't
in a
play him.
couple, and that's probably why I lost a lot of them. I didn't do bad in most of the leagues. Just like I played you in one of them, and you scored 200 points, and I scored 160, which would have beat the majority of people in the league. So just stuff matchups like that is why I lost a lot. And then Dynasty, my team did not do well. Travis Etienne, doo doo, and then I had no good production from wide receivers either. Calvin Ridley did
The
bad.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
dynasty team's bad.
Yeah, I was gonna try and trade you for some of your draft picks.
Well, I
The
need those.
well, I was gonna give you like so this is a offer that I sent out that I retracted. Um, I had I had Justin Jefferson, and I sent out. Let's see, I'm gonna read this because I wasn't high or anything. You'd think I would have been, uh, but let's see, what did I do? It was in the sleeper. It was in the keeper league. This is our keeper league,
Yeah.
and I offered up Andrew, who's hot trash. Um, I'd offered him Justin Jefferson, right, who I get to keep in the 11th round, um,
Wow.
and I offered it for. Let's see, going to it right now. I offered it for AJ Brown. Nope, I don't know. Delete all that. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I was gonna
I can't
say
even find the.
you have Justin Jefferson in the 11th round. You gotta be trying to get like insane value from that.
Right. Let's see. Maybe it was the Dynasty League that I did it. I know it was to Andrew, and then I retracted it because I was like, oh, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it was because I've been trying to get Gabe Davis back. Maybe it was to Connor. Anyways.
You want Gabe Davis on your team?
Yeah, so this is my thing with Gabe Davis is like he's great. He is a good player, but Josh Allen is like I'm going to throw the ball to the first person I think of or run. And that's it. And so like Stephon Diggs I think is got 1 or 2 years left and like after this year. And so then I think Gabe Davis is just going to be Stephon Diggs for 4 or 5 years, and he'll always have those boomer bust games where Josh Allen will then throw it to him. So, uh, yeah, I think I was hunting for like Gabe Davis and AJ Brown because AJ Brown was on a down year.
Yeah, he's
Why,
not
Melly?
doing that well. You know what I was excited about week 2?
What's that? The Falcons?
The Falcons.
Yo, they stink.
They are gonna run the ball and win and be a top 12 team.
No. Top 12 offense, and they
yeah.
are not going to be that. No.
Drake London did well this week.
Yeah, trade him while he's hot.
No, I think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna continue as hard with the running because they just can't. Like they had to pass against the Packers, and they did, they did well. And I did not think they were gonna beat the Packers, which was surprising.
Desmond Ridder is in the running for worst quarterback in the league.
That's not even close to. There's so many bad quarterbacks. Like he's not even.
There's
close.
only like 4 that are worse than him.
Oh no, I put Joe Burrow below him right now.
Joe Burrow is injured, and nobody would be on your team for that. I'm just gonna go through we're just gonna go through the teams, all the teams that scored more than them, right? Because they scored 25 points.
25.
So, okay, so we got the Vikings. Kirk Cousins better than Ridder.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts 34 points, definitely better. Ravens, Lamar Jackson, definitely better. Geno Smith, definitely better. Jared Goff, definitely better. Anthony Richardson, definitely better. He's looking like the steal of the draft, getting him 4th instead of Bryce Young, who's booty cheeks. Let's see. Baker Mayfield, probably better.
Yeah, he's doing well.
He did score more than the Chiefs and the Jaguars, but that was because I don't know why.
Yeah, because that game was just bad.
Yep, but he's not better than either of them.
Well, he did do better that week.
He did better, but he's not better.
Yeah.
He's better than Jimmy Garoppolo. He's not better than Josh Allen. He's not better than Justin Herbert. He's maybe better than Tannehill. But
better than Zach Wilson.
They scored 27 points. He's not better than Brock Purdy.
No.
Brock Purdy's looking like a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
Matthew Stafford looks good still.
Yep.
Daniel Jones is better.
Barely. He looks bad, though.
Romeo Dobbs, not. You can have Ridder over Dobbs, but
Joshua Dobbs, I think, is.
Yeah, Joshua Dobbs. Yep. He's better than the Jets quarterback.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Yep.
He's not better than Dak Prescott.
Nope.
He might be better than Sam Howell, but maybe.
Yeah.
And then Russell Wilson, he might be better than. He's not better than Tua. He's not better than Mac Jones. He's not better than Derek Carr. He's probably better than the Steelers quarterback, and he might be better than Deshaun Watson, who's looking bad.
Yeah, and the Panthers and the Panthers. CJ Stroud, or was it Bryce Young? Bryce Young looked bad.
But there were 16 teams that outscored them this week.
Yep.
So that's not top 12.
I mean, they were top 12.
I'm going to see, because I'm pretty sure they had a defensive touchdown too.
I don't know. Desmond had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. I don't know what their team scored.
He had 3 touchdowns.
Oh, he did?
No, that was Love.
Yeah, they might have had that, or they just kicked a bunch of field goals. No, maybe somebody. I think a running back rushed a touchdown. I think Bijan or Tyler Algier had a touchdown.
Let's see. Oh, no, Jordan Reed had 2 touchdowns. That's the Packers.
Bijan.
Okay, Ridder had a rushing touchdown.
No, he didn't. Wow.
No, he didn't.
Bijan somehow didn't have a touchdown. He had 23 points. That is insane.
What did they like? Kick a bunch?
I think so.
Yeah, Ritter had a touchdown. He had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. Drake London had a touchdown, and
Young Wei Koo.
I think the defense had a touchdown.
Possibly.
No, they didn't have an interception.
Young Wei Koo kicked 4 field
Oh,
goals.
4 field goals.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the best kicker to have.
Kicker's the best kicker.
Young Wei Koo is, because the Falcons just run the ball an insane amount and then they kick field goals.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get serious here, buddy. So Falcons suck. Everybody's good with that. Not a top 12 offense. Get out of here. The waiver wires. Who are you hunting for waiver wires?
I mean, you got to get the Browns running back now that Nick Chubb's hurt. Oh, yeah.
So that's Jerome Ford.
We should do injuries. Nick Chubb got hurt. Saquon got hurt. Who else got hurt?
Yeah, but I don't... Okay, so Saquon got hurt, but I don't think you're picking up any running back on the Giants.
You don't think their backup's going to get any productivity?
No, Gamewell has been typically the one who comes in and plays, and he's just not good. The team's not good, so it's like Saquon is good. That's why the Giants running back has productivity. It's not like he's on the Colts where like Zach Moss, right, who had a great game. He's finally back from his injury. That is largely due to the offensive line, right? And so, right. So, like, I don't think you're doing that. I think so. Aaron Jones, we'll see if he's back, but he was injured last week, and then
did they play? Or Dylan didn't do well, did he?
No, but
yeah, he did not look good in the game that he was with. Yeah, 15 carries for 55 yards.
Right.
That's not good.
No, but it's average. So it's 3.7 yards. I mean, your hope is that you can get 4 yards a carry, and that's, so I think that's just average, but I think that was more game script. I think Love didn't have a very good game.
No.
Yeah, he was 14 for 25, so they just didn't have the ball that much.
So top 2 would probably be Jerome Ford or Zach Moss. Well,
yes.
Which one are you? Yep. Which one are you trying to get more than the
Ford?
Other? Ford.
I mean, Ford. Yeah, that's Chubb's out for the season. There's a chance that Taylor comes back, but it's still high, right?
Yeah.
And the other one, so sneaky check. See if people drop Cam Akers. He's somebody that's a decent hold because if he gets traded to a team,
yeah, what if he goes
supposedly
to the Browns or the
right?
Colts? Yeah.
I don't think that they would be doing that. I think he's somebody that a team that thinks they're a contender trades for.
Yeah.
That brings him in for his talent, not his attitude, which is probably the problem. I mean,
they said
we went through this saga last year. Yeah. Right. Well, that's because last year they said it was an attitude problem and nobody would trade for him. So this time they're trying a different route.
Yeah.
They go in, everything's fine, he's great, he just doesn't fit into the system that we're doing. Which is,
they said he was
what system?
Yeah, they said he was like booty cheeks in the practice that week. That's why we're traded.
Right.
So maybe it is an attitude thing, and he's just not.
It's an attitude thing. It's 100% an attitude thing. He's pissed off because he thinks he's better than Kyron Williams, which he probably is. But he's just on a bad team, and so, you could see. So the Dolphins and Green Bay were both really active in trying to get Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
So I'd watch for them. Potentially looking at it. And then obviously you got Nick Chubb and going down. That's a big problem.
Yeah. I wonder if the Dolphins are going to keep looking because it seems like Mostert's doing good.
Sure, but Mostert's what, 31?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
you got to wonder like how much juice he's got.
yeah.
Um,
I wonder if they'll run him till he's injured, and then that'll be like
right.
maybe when
I mean,
Jonathan Taylor gets traded to there or something.
they've got Savon Ahmed who does well when he goes into like but that's whoever's running in that system is going to do well,
Yeah.
right? So like that's the gist of them. The Giants might trade for running back, but I don't think that they're like, hey, we're really trying to win.
Everyone thought they were gonna do well this year, and they just did not look good.
No, nope,
Yeah.
getting crushed. Yeah, so we'll see. I think also you like a long shot you could potentially grab Kareem Hunt. Make a lot of sense for the Browns to re-sign him since he knows their system and has been on the team and is familiar with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember hearing any bad blood stuff, but you kind of wonder what he's got left in his tank as far as being able to be productive.
Yeah. I would try to get Jalen Warren. He looked good, and
Yeah,
Najee looked
he
bad,
did.
and that
Yep.
happens quite frequently when they play, and it's
Yeah.
I think eventually he's gonna become like the Pacheco of the Steelers, just take over.
I don't think so. I remember when James Conner was looking like he'd be the better running back, and uh, at the time it was Le'Veon Bell before he did his holdout season, and um, he never got playing time, and it never switched. And then Le'Veon Bell holds out, and then James Conner is awesome. Then Le'Veon Bell goes and plays for the Jets and stinks, and you could see it the season before, but like Mike Tomlin just doesn't do that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. You're right. Najee Harris looks like he's like trying his hardest to run, and he still looks like he's slow.
Yeah.
You know.
Jalen Warren just looks explosive every time he touches the ball. It's crazy.
Right, and it's because he's smaller. He's like a little guy and catching it and running, and
Yeah.
and I say little guy compared to Najee Harris, who's big. He's
Yeah.
a big boy. So yeah, Jalen Warren is not a bad pickup though, because if things aren't going well, they're going to have to try to change something.
Yeah. They barely beat the Browns. I don't know how they beat the Browns. I guess they fell apart or something. But
well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think an injury like that is really defeating and hard to overcome emotionally.
yeah,
When
that
your
is
best
true.
player goes down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Any
and
other
then
waivers?
let's see. I think Josh Reynolds is a grab from the wide receiver perspective. And Nico Collins, if those two guys are still available. I think that Detroit's offense is going to be a good offense, and you know, it's more of he's the second option in an offense that's going to score a lot of points.
Yeah.
The and then that's probably it as far as like who I would kind of spend any kind of waiver on. If you need a tight end, Hunter Henry's still available in a lot of leagues. Mac Jones loves him some tight end. So the problem is like they just have it's just such a brutal defensive schedule. They're playing the Cowboys, and then they're playing they're playing the Jets, and then they're playing the Cowboys, and then I think they're playing the Saints, and all three of those are top 10 defenses. And so, but Mac Jones is throwing to him, trying to.
That's like their offense is tight end passes.
Right.
Their offense is so bad. It's awful.
Yep. Yeah.
It's insane. Uh,
So
yeah, I'm looking at the waiver wire, and I'm not seeing or anybody that I'm like, other than we
gotta
talked
have them.
about. Yeah, Tutu Atwell, maybe get him. I don't know if there's another injury on the Rams. That might be a good grab if he's available.
I mean, if it comes out that like Cooper Kupp is not going to play this season, then Tutu Atwell is somebody you'll wish you had on your team because he will be the second option apparently to Puka Nacua.
Because Stafford tries passing to Van Jefferson and is like, "Yikes, this guy's bad," and then just threw 15 passes to Puka Nacua.
Yep. Okay, so trade targets. Who are you targeting trade wise?
I think the people that did bad this week, I would try to trade for that I don't have on my team. Like, I would want to get Dameon Pierce. I think he's doing bad the past couple weeks, but I think he will do well. He's somebody I want to try to get. It's tough to trade people that I think are just gonna be bad. Like I'm thinking of just dropping Alexander Madison, like for someone.
Whoa, really?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would hold out with him.
Yeah.
I think that, I would wait. Yeah, sheesh. That is wow. Yes, drop him. I play in all the leagues you play.
You think he looks so bad though? Like he's not.
I think that's just where the offense is. I think that they are going to score a lot of points, and I think he's going to start to get some of those like, hey, we're on the 5-yard line and we just got to get it punched in, and then he does it.
I don't know. I feel like they just are gonna be on the 5-yard line and be like, we have 2 really good wide receivers and a good tight end. Let's just pass it.
Yeah.
Like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. It's like
right. No, I know, but I just they don't. There's not seasons where like that's all they do, right? It's like Joe Mixon will have 3 touchdown games sometimes because they're just like, hey, they can't stop us on the run. It's always how are they going to play against the defense that they're facing? And
yeah, I'll hold him against the Chargers, and then if he does well, I might trade him away to somebody if you want him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of other people that are. It's tough to look at everybody at the same time that I don't have. I did want to look at I pulled up the. Wow. Okay, no, this is not what I wanted. I wanted like maybe this is it. It's the rankings, fantasy football rankings. I think this is it. It says week 3, but I don't think that's accurate. I think it's just total.
Yep.
So, half PPR, Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Bijan, A.J. Brown's up there somehow, Derrick Henry, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Stephon Diggs.
Oh, yeah. I would try to target A.J. Brown.
Yeah, that is...
If you could get A.J. Brown or Jamar Chase on any kind of discount, so if you could take a wide receiver too, like Chris Olave, or if you could do like Puka Nacua, right, and try and get one of those two, I think that like would be incredible value. So I bet they're panicking.
Yeah, so you're not scared at all that Joe Burrow aggravated his calf again and could be out.
No, I'm actually kind of hoping that they sit him out and let a healthy quarterback play football. So I think that's a big problem.
Jamar Chase is good enough to get passes with his backup.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. I think that the problem is absolutely that Joe Burrow's just injured and unable to perform well versus Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and all those guys are like struggling,
Yeah, I think a good strategy is targeting players that aren't doing well, but you think will do well. Josh Jacobs might
Yeah,
be another one to target. He's not done well, like
no, I
9
wouldn't target
carries.
him.
He's playing the
Bad
Steelers next
offense.
week, though.
Right.
Steelers and Chargers. I don't know. I think
Yes.
they should start
Steelers
running the
murder
ball.
running backs, so
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah. That stinks.
Yep. Yeah, but I would do that. The James Conner has been fine. I mean, he's like exactly what you wanted James Conner to be.
Yeah.
He's just, 100 yards and a touchdown. Like, it's consistent production. Like, I think that he will be a top 10 running back simply because he's just going to be, like, that his floor is going to be 10. In every single game, he'll get 10 or 16 points, and that's it. Yeah, interesting. I mean, who's going to play over Alexander Madison? And those are two of the toughest run defenses in the league that they just played back to back. Now they're getting some easy, they're going to have the Chargers and Carolina next. And then Kansas City's is actually a good defense, but then they got the Bears who stink. San Francisco's good. Green Bay's defense not that great. Yeah, I mean, I bet Alexander Madison has 2 back-to-back like decent games, and then maybe trade him because the rest of the season is going to be tougher. Yeah, and then
they're also just not a running team. They're pass.
Right. Yep.
Their offensive line's not that great either.
No. Well, their offensive line is pretty bad actually.
I'd also try to get Breece Hall. I think he's gonna be good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that team's just gonna suck so bad that like it's not gonna matter.
I don't know. Every time he touched the ball, it was great the first week, and I didn't really watch the second week, but he only had 4 carries last week. He's once he gets on the field more, and I think they're gonna run the ball more because Zach Wilson is just bad at throwing the ball. I think he might be a good target.
Another sneaky keep an eye out for, would be Quentin Johnston.
Yeah.
He had another bad game. Well, low production game, let's say. And
the Chargers didn't look good.
Right. And so I just
Joshua Kelly didn't do well. That's
right.
That's disappointing. People picked
Joshua
him up.
Kelly did poorly. The other thing that maybe I don't have a lot of Michael Pittman. I would consider maybe trading him.
Yeah.
Especially if Quentin Johnston is out. The other one that I would trade is if you have him and you don't want to have the super up and down is DJ Moore. Justin Fields looks terrible.
Yeah, he does. It sucks.
Yeah. So that's somebody that I'd be looking to get off of.
I still believe he could do well. It's just like he can, but he looks so bad. Oh man!
You know who is interesting to me is Tony Jones, who was highly drafted. In the draft, he was drafted really highly, and just never played, never did anything.
Yeah, and Jamal Williams looks like he has an ankle injury. Kendrick Miller's doesn't do that well. He looks like he's injured. Oh, he's inactive last week, so maybe he'll miss another week. That might be good.
Yeah.
I think when Kamara comes back, week 4, it might be like you get one more good game of Tony Jones, and then it's the Kamara show.
Yeah. Like, I think a trade you could do right now, you could probably trade Mike Evans for Chase Young or A.J. Brown.
Shit. Oh,
I think you could sneak
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, sorry, Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get Jamar Chase or A.J. Brown with Mike Evans right now.
Really? Just because he did so well last week?
Yeah, and I mean Mike Evans is so like I always get nervous about age, right? And so Mike Evans is older, but he has been that guy historically, right? And so if AJ Brown, especially AJ Brown owners, are freaking out because I bet they're 0-2. That was their first round pick, right? And so especially if they like paired him with like T. Higgins or something, where last week they got crushed, or like what you really could have is somebody who went Nick Chubb, AJ Brown, like towards the end of a draft, right?
Yeah.
10th pick. You could probably get them to give you AJ Brown for Mike Evans, and then I'd get off that. I'd get off any Buccaneers. Like I'm Rashad White. He had an awesome game. Maybe you could trade him, turn him into something.
Yeah. Jordan Addison for those? Are you keeping Jordan Addison?
No, I wouldn't. No, I'd keep Mike Evans or Rashad White over Jordan Addison. That's not going to be a always thing. He'll have up and down games, but I see him as having more of like a Gabe Davis like season where some games he'll be great because both of the games he's had touchdowns, and that's going to go away at some point.
Yeah.
The other one that I'd look for, if you've got like low value, somebody who's like okay, maybe, so Jackson Smith and Jigba, right, with DK Metcalf potentially being out. A lot of people consider him to be maybe the most talented, right, of the Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Quentin Johnston receivers. He's going to have an opportunity, and Geno Smith is a good quarterback, right? So maybe you trade like Drake London for him and something else. But yeah, I'd start to target him as far as like long shot. I mean, if you have Puka Nacua, I would trade him. Like, I think that.
Plays the Bengals next week. You think that's going to be a bad game?
I think he's going to. No, I think he'll have a good game against them. But if Cooper Kupp comes back and his production, let's say it gets halved, then he's still a wide receiver too. But I could see it getting, quartered.
Yeah.
And because he's playing that exact position, and then Cooper Kupp comes in and he's just taking all of that. The other side of it is Matthew Stafford is a concussion away from being a vegetable. So, I don't even know who their backup is.
No, I don't either. But yeah, that's tough because he could just be they could just be good this year. Like Puka Nacua could just be another wide receiver they have. That's good.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. So in the dynasty league, I'm trying to like tank in this league to get draft picks. I've been trying to trade and get draft picks, but I don't think my team is too good, and I'm just gonna win games by accident. I have. Because Justin Jefferson is going to carry me over the top on some things, and then I have Stephon Diggs. But it's Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, Rashad White, Kenneth Walker, Zach Moss. I already have Jerome Ford. I have Tutu Atwell. I have that's it. That's it that matters. I've got Alvin Kamara that's coming back at some point. But I'm torn between trying to push to win. I think this is the league that I was sending out wild trades on.
Yeah. I need to do something. I need to trade to. I don't know what to do though. My team's so bad. like I have great running backs, but that's it. And then Garrett Wilson,
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley, and Cooper Kupp, and then the rest of my wide receivers are just like old or bad. Jaden Reed might be good. I have him. I drafted him this year. He did well.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, you gave up a lot for Wilson.
Yeah, I did.
Who,
He'll be
oh,
good.
wow. Let's listen to this trade, everybody. I forgot how great this trade was. You traded away Stephon Diggs, 2024 first round, and a 2024 first round.
Yeah.
For Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
And yikes.
I don't know.
He might Calvin Johnson you and retire from football because the Jets are so bad.
He's 22 years old.
Yeah. He's like, I hate this. I don't want to be alive anymore. I'm out of here.
No, this year he'll be a wide receiver 2, and I don't know what's gonna happen next year, but he's so good. Like he's not gonna be a bad trade. I think he'll be better than the first round pick for next year or the year after that. Like, I feel like a lot of the picks for rookies is just like 50, maybe less than 50% of a hit on drafting a good wide receiver.
I would agree too. So, especially on a wide receiver. I think that. So my team in the reverse of that is like I need running backs.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've got Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs as my wide receivers, and then I've got nobody as my running backs, and I've got Deontay Johnson who is on IR, which is a bummer.
Yeah. You just sent me a trade. Gross. He just
trying to save your season.
Deontay Johnson, Tutu Atwell, and Justin Ross for Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
That's nasty.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's good for this episode. You can.
Yep.
Maybe. Do you want to do one tomorrow or Thursday? For like matchups and stuff like that.
Let's do Thursday.
Okay.
So I'll do a better job. Today I got distracted, but Tuesdays and Thursdays are lighter lifting days for me. So
okay.
I only have like 15 minutes of lifting and then 20 minutes of treadmill. But I had to take a really terrible shit. So it's because I had red meat at like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We finished watching Ted Lasso,